Now, a memorial is growing at this mural of the late Congressman John Lewis in Atlanta. The civil rights leader died Friday after a battle with pancreatic cancer. People stopped to leave flowers and pay their respects all weekend long. Funeral plans for the late Congressman have not been announced yet.
Well, Congressman Lewis's death came one day after Jeopardy host Alex Trebek updated his battle with pancreatic cancer, saying that if his current treatments don't work, he will stop treatment.
Joining us to talk about this deadly disease is Dr. Richard Bold, the physician-in-chief of the UC Davis Comprehensive Cancer Center. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you very much for having me.
So we know that Congressman Lewis learned of his diagnosis during a routine check, and he was pretty late stage in the game. Had doctors found out earlier he had pancreatic cancer, would he have had a better fighting chance?
Yes, unfortunately, pancreatic cancer is a silent killer, so there's very few symptoms associated with early disease. But when we do find it, that offers us our greatest chance of curing these patients.
So what would be, what are the symptoms, or are there any obvious things that maybe we might brush off that might get you to go into your doctor's office? Because as you know, these days, people are still a little reluctant to go in for a regular checkup.
Yeah, people are really hesitant to see their doctors for some routine and often insignificant symptoms. Those associated with early pancreatic cancer could be some mild weight loss, indigestion, some vague abdominal pain, but they're relatively nonspecific, and that's been a real barrier for early detection.
They are, and they're also very common for people just dealing with stress right now, with this weird life that we're living in.
Exactly. Whether it's heartburn, indigestion, the stress and anxiety, all of these symptoms can be confused for just routine health conditions that really are not deadly like pancreatic cancer.
And doctor, pancreatic cancer is one of the few types of cancer that hasn't seen progress in the way that other cancers have. I know you're working to change that. What have you developed at UC Davis?
So we have some really exciting research about some new developments. One of the big revolutions in cancer, generally speaking, is targeted therapy. Once we can unlock the specific ways to treat cancer, we're actually more able to treat it more effectively with less side effects. And we're doing that with some targeted radiation therapy that's delivered intravenously and has had really great success in animal models.
Are you seeing, is your hope that that will be something to have better cure rates or to make the treatment itself more comfortable for patients?
We actually think both are possible, that we'll be able to minimize side effects. As you know, chemotherapy can really have devastating consequences for a person's entire body. And by getting to targeted therapy, we're attacking just the cancer. We think we can be more effective as well as minimize side effects.
Now, when it comes to diagnosing, again, I want to take us back to that. What can folks do that are at that age group of risk? Should they ask their doctor, hey, check me for pancreatic cancer, just to be proactive? Is that a possibility?
Unfortunately, it's not. There's a lot of big national research looking at early detection, but because it's a relatively uncommon cancer, it may be only 45,000 per year. It really is hard to identify those that are either at risk or to undergo routine surveillance or routine screening.
It seems like when you have somebody like an Alex Trebek or Mr. Lewis being public about this, it does at least get people talking. There's a real value, for the medical profession with that.
Yeah, our pancreatic research community is actually really thrilled to have some advocates who are speaking out about this. And across the cancers, we've seen the impact that patients can have as public advocates for recognizing the disease. So having Alex Trebek, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, Representative Lewis come out and speak about their disease has really helped our research community.
Yeah. All right, Dr. Bold, thank you very much for joining us today. We appreciate it.